the output is only as good as the input, and input is still a product of humans.
Can 2026 feels like every conversation is starting with AI and how it hits the role of the CMO. I've heard you talk about the human side of AI-led transformation. Could you share a few observations that you have on the power of that?
Yes, absolutely. Frankly, it's becoming a real passion topic for me. Every room you enter today, the one word that will be mentioned multitude of times is AI. We're at a marketing conference. And yes, paradoxically, we're living in the age of machines. And machines are there doing amazing things, frankly, can amplify anything we're trying to achieve, anything we're trying to create tenfold, make us more effective and efficient. Just as with internet, just like we lived through social media revolution, technology tends to get commoditized. However, what gives any company, any business an edge are still humans. The quality of AI output, in my experience, and as you know, we just lived through quite a significant transformation together, but what tends to happen, the output is only as good as the input, and input is still a product of humans. And very importantly, on the other side of things, for people to come along, for people to get effective and excited about bringing the transformation, bringing the vision to life, it is so important for them not to be afraid. And as a result, for us as leaders, to be very vulnerable ourselves on that journey to decompress the organization and to bring more emotional safety.
Another element that I personally feel will continue to drive advantage, even in this world of AI, is brand building. You have built brands across the most diverse set of categories that I have seen ever, from margarine to beverages to condoms.
And beauty, of course.
And beauty, of course.
Yes.
What are some of the things that are different across those categories, and what are some things that stay the same?
I actually couldn't be happier to have had the chance to experience all of those categories. And yes, of course, there are differences. Differences might be in the way consumers experience those products, those brands, in how they enter any particular category. But there is one thing that is universally the same and so very important. And guess what? We're back to humans, because it truly is all about human truth. You've mentioned the categories. Durex was not about protection. Durex was about confidence. Margarines, they were not about spreading. They were really about showing care for the family at dinner time or for your own health. So identifying that truth and really going after it in a very distinct and consistent way with any particular brand is what makes any category tick.
Very well said. Expanding the aperture a little bit to talk about enterprise transformation.
Sure.
One of the things that is unique about your path, in my experience, is the fact that you have led transformation both as a CMO,
Right,
as a chief growth officer, as a P&L owner, both internationally and in specific markets, and in public companies, Fortune 50, Fortune 100 companies, and in private equity. What are some of the things that you've learned along the way in terms of what it takes to get impact through the business?
No transformation can be effective if done alone. And particularly with the speed of change that we're experiencing now, and I'm willing to bet it will only accelerate. What is critical is for an enterprise to work as one. De-siloing was never as important as it is today. And yes, marketing as a function tends to be at the forefront of disruption, tends to be at the forefront of change. And what an opportunity for us as marketers to take that spirit of change, speed of change, back into the organization and work with our peer set and with our teams to bring the transformation, to bring the change across the whole value chain of the business.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.